All right, you've got another great recipe for us. What are we doing here?
Well, this is basically southern fried venison cutlets.
Okay.
We're going to take this meat, slice it into little minute steak size, cutlet steak size, dip it in flour and egg, and then back in flour, and then go back in the pan, fry them up, and then be able to serve those with whatever kind of sauce you like. Some people, that would be great on a biscuit, just without anything.
Yeah, that would be good on a biscuit.
This came out of the package just like this. This is already prepped. Again, I do a lot of my own processing. I try to get all the stuff off, and when I set this aside, I said this would be great because it'll come straight out of the package and be ready to cook. I don't have to do anything else to it. Right? And so what we're going to want to do is basically just make those little sausage size cutlets. Yeah. I like them kind of thin where you can get into them pretty good.
About a 1/4 inch?
Quarter, 3/8, something, just whatever size works for you. But you can see how easy that's just cutting.
Yeah.
And if you look in there, that meat's just...
That's beautiful. Which cut is this? This is the tenderloin?
No, this is straight off of a ham, off the back ham. But because I've gone ahead and shaved everything off of it, you go, wow, that
looks beautiful.
That's pretty clean cut. Trying not to get my finger while I'm doing it.
And that's one of the things about venison is there's so little fat in it. You actually have to be kind of careful when you cook it that you don't overcook it.
Right.
That's another thing people don't like venison is that they've had it that's overcooked. It's dry, it's chewy. Since there's no fat in it, it cooks very quickly. What I usually do whenever I cook venison is I take it off one category early. So if I want medium, I take it off medium rare because it will continue to cook a little bit after you take it off and put it on the plate. If I want rare, medium rare, I take it off when it's rare and lay it out. And by the time I get it plated and served, it's perfect medium rare.
I like mine to be, generally if I'm having a steak or a cut, I like to be just a little bit pink.
Right.
Because it's still gonna cook inside there. But that's just how simple that is. Now we're gonna dip these up and get ready to throw them in the pan and fry them up.
All right. Okay, so we've got our medallions cut. Now we're going to dredge them in flour, egg, and then back in flour?
Flour, egg, back in flour.
Okay.
And one thing, David, the flour we just want to season kind of to taste. Some people like it just plain. Put some pepper in there to your taste.
All right.
And that's gonna
put a lot in there to my taste.
That's fine by me. You can't put too much pepper for me.
Okay. Now, do you need any salt or anything else?
You can to taste. I don't like adding a lot of salt to it just because in so many cases we get so much other salt. It doesn't help anything.
And for the most part, it tastes so good it doesn't need a lot of salt.
It tastes so good you don't need a lot of salt to cover it up. But if there was some other seasoning, if somebody wanted to put in some kind of
garlic
or even a Cajun spice or something,
that would be good too.
You could add it to the bread, and it's just gonna depend on what type of flavor you're looking for. So,
all right.
Now, one thing that I do is I'll kind of try to get some of the moisture out because we're fixing to be putting more moisture back in.
Okay.
Sometimes before I do it, but this is where it gets a little messy. So a lot of times I'll just take a fork and stick it on there and dip it in and roll it up. And now, I don't know if you can see that or not, but we've got a little egg,
got a little egg wash there.
A little egg wash going.
And that's just, what do you got, 2 eggs in there beaten up?
A couple eggs scrambled up and ready to go.
Okay. Now, I was slacking. I forgot to start this, so we need to let
We'll let it heat up a minute, but that'll give us time to get these other ones ready.
And we've got a little bit of olive oil in the pan.
So, again, in olive oil, you don't want to cook too hot.
Right, because it'll burn, scorch.
But the nice part, again, going back to cutting these so thin, is it's not going to take them a long time to cook all the way through. So time we do that, and see, watch it as it gets going. Oh yeah.
Okay. Gotta love the gas stove. It gets hot so fast.
Right.
Okay.
Again, there's a lot of things that you can do with this now because you're going to be able to dip it in a sauce if you want to. Serve it on bread or biscuits. Serve them just by themselves with side items. what's really good is a gravy.
Oh yeah.
You know, you make a gravy to go with them, a white gravy.
This would be a great camp breakfast.
Great
So
camp
if you're out at
breakfast.
hunt camp or just camping, it's quick, simple. It's not a bunch of complicated ingredients.
And since you're doing smaller cuts, it doesn't have to be a prime cut of meat. It's not like you're taking a back strap or a tenderloin and making, you know, little cutlets out of it. You can use the small pieces off the ham, or you know, or even a flank. This would be good coming out of a flank.
Right. All right, there you have it. Another fantastic venison recipe. You call them?
Cutlets, medallions. My kids call them venison nuggets.
Venison nuggets. Got a little side of barbecue sauce here. Another great little meal, snack, party dish.
That's right.
Excellent, great.
Covers all the bases.
Right. So, moving on to dessert.
Dessert. You know, what is it in the South if it's not deep fried? So we're going to deep fry some Oreos, which is the best.
Oh, those are good. Well, I'm going to snack on this while we reset, and we'll do some Oreos.
All right.
Okay, what are we making?
Deep fried Oreos.
Deep fried Oreos.
Seriously. Deep
All
fried
right.
Oreos.
Lay it on me. What do we do?
Here's what we do. We're taking a double stuffed Oreo. Now they've been in the freezer. They're warming up a little bit, being right here. But we're gonna dip it in waffle batter.
Waffle batter.
Waffle batter.
So any kind of waffle batter?
Whatever kind of waffle batter you like. It might be Bisquick. It might be some homemade recipe.
All right.
Just regular waffle batter. We're gonna take it. Just dip it in there real good. Get it coated real good. And then for the fun part, being very careful.
You just drop it in the Fry Daddy with the hot oil.
Drop it in hot oil.
And that's it?
Wait a few minutes. Yeah.
You know what? It sounds crazy, but somehow I think these are probably going to be pretty good.
Oh, they have caused me many a time to have to stand over hot Fry Daddies or hot fryers when people say, oh, I want to try one. And you can deep fry anything. Twinkies, Oreos, Snickers. I've done birthday cake. And
birthday cake?
Yeah, birthday cake's good. But now for a really fun time, I deep fry Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew?
Yeah. That's the
No, wait a minute. You can't pour Mountain Dew in there. It'll blow up and burn you to death.
You're right, you can't. But I do have a secret family recipe that I use to make deep fried Mountain Dew.
Really?
Yeah. We'll talk about that sometime.
Oh, so this has got to be off the record?
Yeah, this is off the record. I can't put that out there.
I'll work on it.
Yeah. But you just let them fry it for a couple minutes. Get them just like a hush puppy. Get them that same color.
It's a little golden brown.
A little golden brown. Turn them over. And then when they're about there, that's not quite there yet. When they're that shade of golden brown, we'll pull it out and let it cool off.
So what is it, a minute and a half, 2 minutes aside?
A minute and a half, 2 minutes. Keep an eye on them.
Wow. It smells good. So this is kind of taking the trip to the fair to the next level.
That's exactly right.
Kind of like the funnel cake plus.
That's right. That's exactly right. They're a favorite with kids and adults too.
Okay, I was going to have to correct you on that. Wow.
But now the thing you got to know is I was doing some for some friends and they're like, oh, get a whole thing of them. The kids will love them. You're not going to be able to eat a whole sleeve of deep fried Oreos.
I don't think you'd want to.
Let's go ahead and set this one out. That one's about right. And I'm just using a regular old strainer.
That's crazy. It's kind of a cross between a cookie, a funnel cake, and a donut. And a waffle.
And then we'll top it off here in just a minute with some confectionate sugar.
Just a little powdered sugar.
But you want to let it cool off. If you bite into that thing right now, you're getting third-degree grease burns inside your mouth. There we go.
Wow,
we'll let those cool off and see how they turn out.
Now, you had mentioned something about having them in the freezer. Why is that?
Well, what I found is if you take them just straight, they cook too fast. The white part inside the Oreo cooks too fast. It melts too fast and oozes out and makes a mess. But if you freeze it up, it gives it enough time for the crust
Right, crustiform, hold
Yeah.
everything in.
And Twinkies are worse about that. If you try to deep
Oh,
fry
yeah, I
a
bet.
Twinkie, it'll be a royal mess. But if you freeze it first,
Okay,
it will really come together.
well, that makes sense then.
And you're going to get messy.
All right,
But it's just straight up waffle batter.
or you're gonna get messy in this
Yeah,
case.
I'm going to get messy. Straight up waffle batter and a couple minutes in the deep fryer.
All right, let's finish them up.
All right. So now we're going to do, let's take a little bit of the confectionate sugar. Here, you're going to help me out.
Okay.
This sifter's a little bigger than what I'm used to.
Okay,
And we're just going to sift them over.
just sift a little powdered sugar. And there they go.
And now you get to pick one out and try it.
All right, I can't wait to have one.
Try
Okay.
that dude right there. That should be cooled off enough. You don't want to eat these things straight out.
Oh, wow, that is good. That's crazy.
You can sell them for $1 or $2 at the county fair.
There you go. Awesome. Well, Patrick, thanks so much for coming and showing us all these great recipes.
doing it.
If you have a great recipe you'd like to share with us, check us out on our website, yourplatesormine.net. Be sure to send us an email. Who knows, we may come cook with you. Once again, Pat, thank you.
Absolutely.
Try not to look so mad. Hey, welcome back. She said don't say welcome back. So I got it wrong already. First try, I get it wrong. Do you have the whole day, you're cooking the whole day, by the time your guests come there, you're tired and you don't want them to be around very long anyway. That is good.